Hi guys, today I'm gonna do a video that I wasn't sure if I was going to do because I feel like I'm just a little bit too late to the game on this, but I did have a lot of you ask if I could do something with this, so we're gonna do that because I did look on the website this morning and there is still a pre-order open for this collection. So I'm of course talking about the Chucky collection that was in collaboration with Glamlite. I gotta be honest, I'm not super familiar with the franchise, so I'm not gonna be able to relate to a lot of these things, but I think that the items that are in this collection are really fun and exciting, and so I still want to play with them. I don't know if you could hear it in my voice, but I'm still not like completely myself today because I got sick again. I had a 2-week stretch where I wasn't sick and then I literally got sick again. So yeah, I'm like almost recovered. I'm on day 7 now of this stupid cold. I'm so over it. I'm just, but just saying this because I'm like, I don't really want to be spending too much time filming today. It's my first time actually filming since feeling a little bit better, so I don't really feel like doing a ton of like b-roll and swatches, and I'm gonna show you the stuff that are in here, but this is just gonna be a very chill video. I mean, there's probably been 100 videos up on this collection already, so if you want to see swatches from someone else, just go find another video. I'm sorry, but that's just where I'm at today, so that's what we're going to do. Let's see. I have barely even opened these products. I have kind of taken them out of the packaging to look at them because I wanted to see what they look like, and I think they did a really good job with like all of the packaging on these. So they all come in a cardboard that has like the Chucky on the front. This is the palette, which I'm sure you have all seen many times already. And the inside of the palette looks like, I actually have not taken out the slip on this already. But here is what the inside of the palette looks like. It's a really cool, grungy, very dark, like very, very dark color story. So I wouldn't say it's like the perfect color story for me. I do wish there were a couple of like lighter, I get it. Like this is the theme. This is just me being me and me being like, this isn't exactly what I like, but no shame to the palette at all. Like this is just me wanting it to be a little bit different, but I get it. So there are also 2 lip kits in here. They look like this. I've sort of taken them out to look at them, and I've looked at the lipsticks. So they come in a package like this. So this one is a set. We're gonna go ahead and swatch these together just to see what they look like. I've swatched the lip liners, and I feel like the lip liners are a little too dark for what I would prefer. I'm gonna show you afterwards, but the lip liner is nice and creamy. It's a dark brown than this one, and then the lipstick is a pretty nude color, so we're just gonna go ahead and see. Like, I feel like it could just be me, but I wish that lip sets wouldn't always come with a lip liner that's like 3 shades darker than the lipstick. It's like, this is not how I do my lips. Like, this doesn't work for me. Like, I wish that lip sets would come with like matching colors, but that's just, again, personal preference, or maybe like a lip liner that's 1 shade darker, but like this is intense. Like, that's a big difference. And then the other lip set here, which is the one called Tiff. The first one was called, what was the name of that one? Chucky, I think. Yeah, so we're gonna take a look at this one too. Also has a lip liner, which also looks kind of dark. I'm just gonna swatch it next to me. Yeah, this lip liner is even darker somehow. And then the lipstick, let's see the color. I feel like this is a nude as well, but a little bit of a darker nude. Yeah, this is more of like a berry. Like, I feel like these 2 go better together than these 2. Like, there's too much of a contrast between these 2 colors than with these 2. It could just be me. Let me know. How do you feel about the lip kits and like the colors that come in them? Because I feel like I can't be the only one who feel this way. And there's also a eyeliner duo in here, which let's see what these are like. I feel like this collection came with another product too that I don't have in front of me right now. I'm a mess. I'm so sorry. I know there was a liquid liner in this. Oh, never mind. This is the liquid liner. Okay, so I did swatch this the other day. Like, I kind of opened it and it seems like a very, very nice eyeliner, but I had some leaking like around the edge of the tip of this, and it got all the way into the cap. So I kind of like cleaned it off, and it looks like it's okay now, but I'm a little worried that this is going to like leak all over the place. But this is super, super finely, like a fine tip brush applicator on this, and it seems really nice. There's also just a black, like a wooden liner in there as well. I mean, they're just black eyeliners, nothing really to say about that. So those are the things that we're going to be testing out. I know this is not the best review ever. Oh, I also forgot there is a blush in here as well, which mine actually came broken. So I don't know exactly the backstory on this blush. Now, it was originally meant to be 2 different shades in this from what I gathered. I did watch Angelica's video, So this is the packaging, super cute. I'm gonna try to be careful. There was supposed to be 2 different colors in here, but they ended up making both of them the same color because of like some sort of trademark thing that they named one of the blushes, and they weren't able to like go through with it, and so it was a whole thing. So instead of like having to wait for a long time to launch this so that they could fix the problem with the other blush, they decided to just put the same colors in here, and I think half the price of it. So just if you're wondering, like, yes, mine is broken, as you can see, and it all fell out right in front of my desk. So we're off to a great start today. Not exactly what I wanted to be doing was cleaning up a broken blush, but it's okay. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, and I'm just gonna scrape out the rest of this broken blush so that I don't have to worry about that, since the other color is the same too. Okay, so I fixed the blush. I'm like out of breath. I swear this is what happens when you get sick. It just takes forever to recover. Okay, I'm gonna start by putting on a lipstick, I think. So I'm gonna use the lightest of the lip kits, and we're gonna see what it looks like. I already know I'm not gonna like the combination of the super dark lip liner with the lipstick, but I'm gonna try to make it work as best as I can. I do have a little bit of lip balm on my lips. I will say, I do think that Glamlite has a really nice lip formula when it comes to lipsticks and lip liners and all of it. It's usually just the colors that I'm just like, not really into. I am way too low maintenance to ever do a ombre lip on like a daily basis or anytime when I'm planning to leave the house, so this is just not really for me. Like, it just ends up looking messy. I don't know. I'm probably just doing it wrong, and I'm also not having the best day. So I think this is just where we're gonna leave it. Let's go ahead and apply some blush, because I need some blush in my life, and I love me a good pink blush. So I'm just kind of dipping into the pan here. We're gonna see how pigmented this is. I love a good pink blush, so I think I'm gonna absolutely love this. And honestly, now I'm kind of happy that these were both the same color, because one of them broke. So at least I don't feel like I'm missing out at all. That is really pretty. I like that color a lot. It's not super pigmented. It might look a little bit intimidating in the pan, but I find that I'm going in quite heavy compared to what I feel like most people would. So it's not as pigmented as you would think just looking at it in the pan. You can definitely get a sheerer application, or you can build it up if you want to, but I really like the color of that. I think that's really pretty. I do have to say though that the lipstick seems very comfortable. It's more of a satin lipstick compared to a lot of the other bullet lipsticks that they've done in the past, which have been more of a matte formula. So I like that they're doing satins as well, because I feel like these days that's just kind of what I've been preferring, like satins, but like velvety mattes, like if it comes to bullet lipsticks, not like super mattes. I'm just gonna go ahead and prime with my Natasha Nona eyeshadow base. We'll get into these eyeshadows and see if I can create a look that I don't feel like is too dark. I'm probably gonna have to bring in some kind of an inner corner highlight or something though, but I'm thinking I wanna do a bit of a wing instead of doing like a very dark smoky eye. I feel like sometimes if I do very dark eyes, like just dark everywhere, dark on the lid, dark on the outer, like just dark, I just feel like it closes my eyes out a little bit, and it just looks a little, I don't know if it's my eye shape, but I just don't find that it looks that flattering on me to do like blown out smoky eyes, just because I have hooded eyes, and I don't know, there's something about it that just doesn't feel quite right for me. But I feel like when I do more of a winged out shape, I can get away with pretty much using like whatever colors it is that I want, and it's gonna look a little bit more flattering. I hate that word, but that's just kind of how I feel. So let's see, what do I want to do? I haven't, like I said, swatched this palette at all. I am kind of tempted to just go like all black and do, ooh, that's pretty, and do just like a giant black wing. Like that could be kind of fun. Is that what I want to do? Like there are so many colors in here that maybe I could use as well. Maybe I'll use these two, and then one of the black mattes in the palette. Is this one black too? Is this like black with like red shimmers in it? That's a weird shade. Let's see, I feel like all of these shimmers are very just satiny. That one's pretty too. How are these two different? Okay, so this one is a little bit lighter, more like a gunmetal, and this one is darker. So maybe I can use like 3 of these shimmers on my lid, and I'll probably just do the black as my liner. I think that's gonna be the plan. I'm gonna take a brush like this, which is just a kind of flat brow brush, I guess you would call it, and just dip that into the black matte. I can leave my tutorial on how I like to do this up in the corner, because I'm gonna do one of my big wings for hooded eyes kind of thing that I've been enjoying doing. I feel like there's a little bit of kick up in this. Just gonna go ahead and map out the shape that I want my wing to be. It's gonna be quite a dramatic look, but I am totally here for this. Now what I should do is I should start with my bad eye, which I never do that, and then I end up struggling on this side to get it to be the same, because my good eye, which is this eye, always turns out better. So I really should do it the opposite way, because I feel like my hood is worse on this side, so I always have to kind of go a little bit lower down here, and the angle just never turns out exactly the same. That's not terrible. That looks pretty decent. I feel like this one needs to be just a little bit bigger. And these are looking more like devil horns than eyeliners, but I think it's gonna come together. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the outer portion here like I always do. It's honestly pretty easy once you get the hang of this technique. If you haven't tried it, you have hooded eyes, give it a go. It's honestly not as intimidating and scary as it maybe looks the first time. It just takes a little bit of practice to get like the outline down, and once you have that down, it's so easy to just basically fill in the rest of your whole lid with eyeshadow. I do feel like if I were to use this palette like as in a, I'm gonna blend and use transition shades and do like a normal quote-unquote eyeshadow look, I would probably have to pull in something else, because I feel like it just needs a little bit of lightness, maybe something to you know, use as a transition shade to some of these other colors. But I do think it's a really cool concept and not something that we've really seen before, because I feel like a lot of brands are probably scared of putting out something like this in fear of it not selling. Because I mean, to be fair, like I don't know if I would have bought this palette myself just because of my own color preferences, but obviously if I was super into Chucky, I'm sure I would have, because it makes sense. It seems like this color story makes sense for what it is they were trying to do. So I do applaud them for, you know, not sticking in the comfort zone and trying something else, especially for Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure this was like a anti-Valentine's Day release or something like that. At least that's the impression that I got. So I'm clearly a little bit late to the game on this, but it is what it is. So the black is behaving very, very nicely. It's a really nice pigmented black. I feel like these are fairly even. This does not have to be perfect at all, because I am gonna go in with shadows on the rest of my lid as well, but I'm liking this. Like, I really like this shape on my eyes. I feel like it really lifts them, and I also think that leaving the under eye completely blank, I feel like that helps with the same kind of issue. It's like you don't want to weigh down your eyes. You want to get that like lifted effect on them. So let's see, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna try this one. This is a kind of glitter glue that I was sent from Shall We Makeup. They sent me some other things as well, which I'll have a video up with these like at some point. But basically this is a, like I said, a glitter primer. That's what they told me. I would have expected this to be more of a just an eyeshadow primer from like the feel of it. Like if you put it on your hand and then rub it out, it feels more like one of those silicone eyeshadow primers that I think like NARS has one, and I mean, Urban Decay has one. If you know, you know. The only thing I don't really love about it is the applicator. Like if I go like this, I can't get like a smooth application. I really need to go over it with a brush to kind of smooth it out, which isn't a huge deal at all because I'm going to use a brush to apply the eyeshadow with anyway. but I do wish that it was a different kind of applicator so I wouldn't have to do this. So I'm just going to take the brush I'm going to use with my shimmers and just kind of smooth out that primer. And it kind of sucks because now I get like black smeared all over my lid, but what are you gonna do? So let's see, I'm gonna put black on here anyway, so it's fine. I'm gonna start with the blackest of the shimmers, which is this one. And I'm just gonna basically put that on the middle of my lid. This one is called Your Pal Since 98. And I don't have a lot of shades like this in my collection. I've used this glitter primer once so far, and I used it like on one eye, and then I used my NYX glitter primer on the other, and I felt like they looked and wore exactly the same. So I guess that's a good thing, but I do feel like this one's a little bit harder to use just because of like the applicator and the way you have to kind of apply it. So I'm just gonna kind of make sure that I get the shape of this right. I don't want this to be like super high up, so I'm trying to keep it more as a graphic shape, but this color is really pretty. And I think I'm just gonna do the silver in the front of my lid. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do because I do want like a little bit of brightness in the inner corner. I'm honestly excited to have this palette in my collection because I feel like there are some shades in here that are quite unique that I can see myself reaching for if there's like something that I feel like I want to use in a look that I don't have elsewhere. I feel like this one is a little bit higher than this one now. Maybe not though. Like when working with black, you really just want to be careful just so that it doesn't really get like out of hand, because it's very tough to clean up black if you make a mistake. So at least like on edges and stuff, just be careful. So I think this is fine. I'm gonna dip into the silver shade, which is called Wanna Play. I'm sure this is going to look absolutely beautiful. Just gonna do that on the front portion of my lid. Yeah, that's fun. I like that. This is going to be a very dramatic look, but I'm kind of here for it. I don't mind that at all. I feel like the shimmers are very smooth. Like, they're almost smoother than other shimmers I'm used to from Glamlite. I don't feel like these are as kind of sparkly and textured. They're definitely more on the smooth metallic side, which I think they look really nice on the lids, and they're probably going to wear really nicely as well. I'm wondering if I want to do anything else with this look to kind of spice it up a little bit, but I'm not sure what that would be. I think this is all I'm going to do for now, though. I think am I going to use black in my waterline? That is the question. I don't usually do that, but let's go ahead and try it. It's a very creamy eyeliner. It went in really nicely. I actually quite like that. Not sure why I never do black in my waterline. I always feel like it just makes my eyes look smaller, but let me go ahead and finish off. I don't know if I want to do anything else. I'm going to kind of sit here and feel sorry for myself for a little while, and then I'll come back and show you when the look is done. Okay, so I did not do anything really to finish off. I did a little bit of a liquid eyeshadow underneath my eye, just right here in the front portion. This is one that I was sent from Shelby. I don't really have an opinion on this yet. I feel like I need to try it like over a bigger surface area, but I think they're nice. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about it. I think it looks nice. I think everything in this collection performed beautifully. I don't have any complaints about anything. I am very happy that I sat down to play with this because I feel fierce. Like, feel like a superhero in this look. I really like it. I did end up trying a little bit of the liquid liner, which honestly I really like it. It is super, super thin. Like, this is the smallest, most precise liquid liner that I've ever tried. I'm gonna have to try it a little bit more. I am still a little bit worried about the leaking that occurred the first time I opened it, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. But so far I'm very impressed with this, and I can definitely see myself keeping using it because it looks really nice. It's nice and black and went out super nicely, and I was able to get a really thin line on my upper lash line, and I think it just looks great. My lashes today are, where I put the box, the Dreamer lashes from Unicorn Cosmetics. I love these, some of my favorite lashes. And my highlighter is the Noctilucent palette from Blend Money, which I also use a little bit of right there and in my inner corner. So yeah, I'm excited. Did you guys pick up this collection? How do you feel about it? Was this at least somewhat helpful, even though I didn't really review anything. I just wanted to play with these things, and I'm not going to call this a review or anything. Because I just wanted to sit down and have some fun with makeup and, you know, do my makeup again. I did my makeup again yesterday for the first time in like a week. It always feels so good to just like slap stuff on my face and feel pretty again. So that's basically gonna be my thoughts, I guess. If you want to see some more Glamlite content, I'll put my playlist up on the screen. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.